pictures
Babe.
of part of that.
Hey.
I've even seen the house where they lived at, right by the spring. But first his sister bought that.
Mm-hmm.
He's still the only one that kept his land around there when they sold it.
Okay.
But first he kept his, so that Larissa got it, I guess.
Well,
Oh, his kids, baby.
I think we all sold that. We all sold the land
Except
out to the
Percy.
vote. Yeah. He
Percy
kept
didn't
his.
sell his.
Okay.
Mhm.
So he kept the acre of it or something?
Right, he got
Okay.
two, because
Okay.
he bought the spring, where the spring was, because I fussed at him and said, well, that was my mom and daddy, and you got that spring, yeah, so I didn't want to sell either, but all of them signed, and none of my kids know anything about it.
Okay.
So that wouldn't interest them at all,
Okay.
going to Mississippi.
Right. Well, we're gonna when we do this in Mississippi, we're trying to plan a bus tour, and we want to go to that land.
Well, how do you know they'll let you in there?
Well,
now?
we don't need to go. We may not need to go on it.
Okay.
It's just gonna be a bus tour, so we can,
Okay.
we're gonna
Go
talk
through
about
it,
different Spencer places, like
Right.
places that people live, like Ernest,
Right.
his farm, and different places, so that our children
Yeah,
and
well-
grandchildren
Well,
can understand.
Loretta, I asked her, she talked to me just about 2 weeks ago,
Mhm.
because we keep in touch too.
Mhm.
Because I was close to Percy, we
Mhm.
lived in California. So then he didn't sell his, and I asked her, did they still have it? And she said, yeah. So if it's still there, you can still go in there.
Okay.
Because that's his land.
Okay.
His by the spring and everything.
Okay. So let me ask you, when you remember Grandpa Lewis, did you ever live, did he lived with, who did you say he lived with?
Aunt
Maggie.
Yeah,
Okay.
but I went to Grandpa's house and farm when I was little. I was little.
Mhm. Okay.
But I
Okay.
remember going there and saw Emma too,
Okay.
the wife. See,
Okay.
when they was together, I've seen them, but I was a
Mhm.
little girl.
Okay. Do you remember Aunt Mary when did you ever get to play with Aunt Mary on the farm?
Mary who?
Mary Greer, Aunt Mary, up in Chicago, who you keep
Oh,
in touch
no.
with?
I was too, I don't know if I was too young or what, but I went to Uncle Ernest's house
Okay.
many times.
Many times.
See, because I lived back in the Falls. I lived in Jackson with Aunt Sally,
Mhm.
Aunt Hetty,
Mhm.
and all of them when I was
Mhm.
little,
Mhm. Now, did Aunt Sally or Aunt Hattie have kids? Which one didn't have?
Dora.
Dora
Dora.
yeah, she the Griffins.
Yeah,
Griffin,
Griffin,
okay.
yeah.
But Aunt Sally and Aunt Hetty didn't
Aunt
have.
Hetty didn't have any. Aunt Sally didn't have any kids. Aunt Hetty had Dora,
Okay.
one child.
Okay.
Yeah, and Aunt Ora didn't have any kids. She was the oldest.
Okay.
Yeah, but Aunt Maggie had Lenora, one.
Okay.
Isn't it funny? They didn't have a lot of kids. She had one. That
Mhm.
was Lenora.
Mm-hmm.
But she raised her stepchildren.
Okay, so wait a minute. You say Aunt Hetty had Lenora?
Yeah,
No.
Lenora. No,
Oh.
Aunt Maggie.
Aunt Maggie had Lenora.
Lenora was Aunt Maggie's child.
Okay.
But Aunt Hetty, Dora, the
Mhm.
Griffiths.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
That's Aunt Hetty's daughter. She
Okay.
died, Dora.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Early. She died early.
She died early.
Mhm.
Okay. So yeah. So I guess my question is, what did Sally do? Did she ever marry or?
Who, Aunt Sally?
Mhm.
Oh, yeah, Aunt Sally was the head of all of us because in those days, her husband, she married, and I even know how they got married and everything. They all used to tell us the story when she got married. But she married Uncle, she was a Thomas. He was a postman there in Jackson, Mississippi.
Mm-hmm.
We had, was one of the biggest blacks around there in Jackson.
Okay.
Because they headed them went to school, college,
Mhm.
and they taught school and stuff.
Okay.
And
Okay.
Sally was a teacher.
Oh, so she was a teacher.
Yeah.
Oh, so she was educated.
And she, all the special women.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Oh yeah, all of them was educated. I told you they were big people.
Okay. Okay.
And that's what I be telling my kids and
Mhm.
stuff. Hey, who
You're
you
special.
are, where you come from.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
there. It's
Mhm.
there.
Mm-hmm.
Because they Sally and they had it taught.
Mm-hmm.
That was the youngest one.
Mm.
Millsap College is right there in Jackson, Mississippi.
That's right.
They had it. They had it was teaching at Millsap College.
Ain't Hetty taught at Millsap
Yeah.
College?
And
What?
Sally, I don't know if she was teaching there or not, but I remember staying with her head and did it. And he said, responsible. He said, you better get on down there and go on over to Millsap, you know, because her husband was a minister, Mr. Woodson.
Mr. Winston.
Woodson.
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 Okay.
Hetty Woodson, they owned a big house right on the corner of Whitfield. I stayed there, went to school, went to Catholic school there as a little girl.
Okay.
Yeah, so I know the history of the sisters.
Okay.
And, you know, my daddy's sisters and all them.
Okay. Okay. What
Because I live with her.
Okay. So that's where the education and the intelligence
Right,
comes
all
from.
this person was
That makes
educated.
sense.
My daddy told me, I was just telling Helen's husband, because I just met, you know, these people. I listened to every time about these people. I came here 2 months ago, but I never did know them as well as I did the ones where you were.
Yeah, Cheryl and Sherelle.
Yeah, Cheryl and Sherelle, they were raised up, you know, around me. Helen was the youngest, and I had a younger son. He's dead, Larry. He's dead. But Helen and him was long together, you know. So then I never was, you know, they wasn't as scolding you as much as showing you. Because that's in being around you, you tell your kids stuff.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, so
right.
they know the history of this person, surely I mean, what I have told.
What you have fed them, okay. But, you know, I'm going to just give you a little bit of history of how this got going. I started, and all I wanted to do was have a reunion for us.
Right.
For the family I knew. Right. Since you were the only one alive, you were going to be the focal point of the whole thing. And I went in the ancestry and started looking and looking and looking. And the next thing you know, I found Ellis. Because I knew that name because Pops had told me the story of his daddy and daddy. But then I didn't know what they had left out was that he had 7 brothers and sisters. And I said, wait a minute, we have a huge family. And Ernest had 8, 9, or however many children. And then there was, and then William, his brother, had a bunch of kids. And then there was a Lewis Jr. Who had kids. And that's Harry and them daddy.
There's a huge bunch of them that we don't even know because Cheryl and Sherelle, after I told histories, they went on the thing to look up fences. And so Sherelle told me they found some in here somewhere in California and asked them was they related. They said, well, we could be. We don't know.
Exactly.
See, Bill, that's who I wanted to find. Because when I moved to California in 55, and Ruth, that's Uncle Son, William's wife. See, because I went to school with Doreen in Biloxi. And some of them still there. And Norley, of course, she's probably going on now, but they went to college in the north.
I think their family is in Detroit. They're still in Detroit.
Yeah, because see, they were educated, so they sent their kids on to college. That's what I tell my kids. I said, because my mother would go back to the Spencer, I just said like it is, and stayed with the Harrisons, her people. I said, this is why me and my sister, Dorothy, I said, we didn't go to college. I said, because of that. I said, but all the rest of the kids, I was there, me and her name was Emma Lewis, Spencer, Uncle Son's daughter.
That's Uncle
when my daddy got sick, see, I stayed with my daddy from 8 years old to 13. After I got 8 years old.
You stayed with
his sisters came for me and took me to my daddy because I was a baby, you know. And they said Papa always wanted his baby. But then when my daddy got sick, he had hemorrhage and high blood pressure. So he had to go back. The doctor said that he didn't need to be working on his job and stuff. So he went back to the farm in a little house. See, they had houses there.
It was several different houses.
But he went back and had his own little place until he got so he couldn't stay there by himself. And then he came to Mobile and stayed with Evans a while and me a while. And then Geneva took him, because, you know, to St. Louis. So that's where he died. Oh,
I didn't know he died in St. Louis.
Yeah, in St. Louis.
Okay, now William, where did William go? Your Uncle William?
So where did
Uncle
he go?
Bill, where he moved to?
No,
He stayed in
you
Biloxi.
You mean, yeah, I went to school with Dorley, Audrey, and them Blue. He had, yeah, right, Dorley.
I've learned about these.
Yeah, Cheryl went to Detroit. Cheryl went to Detroit, and I called them and told them this was my granddaughter. And come and she met them.
Okay.
She met them, and she brought pictures back. She got.
Okay.
Dorley and them said that. Dorley and all of them went to college. They were sent to Detroit.
Okay. Now Audrey's son, Sam.
Who?
Sam Kirkland. His name was.
Sam who?
Kirkland.
Casey.
Sam. I'm talking about Audrey and Nora Lee. You were talking about Nora Lee.
Yeah, Nora Lee, Audrey, and them.
Okay. One of them had a son named Sam Kirkland. Sam.
Well, that's where.
Or I could be wrong, but he could be a grandson.
Well,
but he's in Vegas now.
Yeah, is he?
Yeah, I located him.
Because when Cheryl went to Detroit, I met to see early them. She met. Maybe it was Evolution's son.
Yeah, he was in Detroit. He lived in Detroit.
Yeah, it could have been Evolution's son because he took Cheryl out and stuff, and she got the pictures of him. I got it, but I haven't unpacked all my stuff.
Okay.
But she got the pictures of that boy you talking about.
Okay, and so there was, and then Lewis. Now Lewis's family. Now William's family. They're still all close. They're big. They're big. William. His family and Nora Lee and them, they're all still close. I mean,
well, if Audrey was living, because it was Nora Lee, Audrey Bill is dead. That's the one I said moved to Sacramento because I went to school with the wife that he married, and that's when they called me and said go and find them, but I never did get it, find them.
Do you remember Uncle Lewis? What happened to Uncle Lewis?
Uncle Lewis.
Yeah, it was Ernest, Ellis.
I didn't know Lewis. He must have been. They had an outside brother.
Yeah.
Grandpa had an outside brother.
Really?
Well, I'm trying to see if that's Uncle Lewis because.
Oh, you talking about the Carters? His outside brother Thomas and.
No, Mama said his name was Sam.
Sam.
I believe it was Sam. Because they showed me the picture years ago, but I didn't think that was that important. You know how young people
you just
that
don't.
important. But now it is very important.
And so you say.
Uncle Sam. Oh, it's coming back to me. See, I'm 95, baby.
Okay.
When they get to talking to me, the brain gets to. Uncle Sam, that's the ones in Mississippi. Dorothy, lived in Maggie. And right across was Greenville, Mississippi.
Okay.
So that's where those girls are. Dorothy kept up with them.
Okay.
Uncle Sam's kid. Hey, Rosita.
Rosita.
The wife named
Rosita.
Rosita.
Right.
Hey, Rosita and Uncle Sam.
That's right.
Yeah,
Okay.
All I got to do is think of them.
That name has come. I found Rosita, but I couldn't make the connection. You just made the connection for me. Okay.
They're still in Mississippi there somewhere.
Greenville. And I remember Aunt Hetty was not your Aunt Hetty, but Hetty, the younger Hetty, was in Greenville. She died in Greenville, Mississippi.
In where?
Greenville, Mississippi.
No, you're talking about Hattie.
Hattie, exactly.
Yeah, you're talking about
Okay,
Hattie.
so the DVD.
See, Hattie every time I went to visit Dorothy, Hattie would come over her and her.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I got her on this DVD. Yeah, she's on there. Aunt Dorothy is on here. Aunt Jen is on here. Ernest is on here. But there's a couple men on here that we can't tell who they are, that I know you're going to know who they are.
Well, that's the ones I've seen his picture. He was a very dark-skinned guy, and Bobby them told me that he was Grandpa's brother.
That's the Carters that I understand.
Is that the Carters? Yeah.
And that's the one. Well, these guys looked almost white that I'm talking about.
Well, I know
but Aunt Mary says she remembered the Carters, Thomas Carter and
well, that's who Mama used to tell us.
Yeah, those are your grandpa's half brothers.
Right.
And that's I haven't even begun to try to find them yet.
Yeah,
because I'm still finding Spencers.
I hear you. Yeah, that's right.
I'm still in the process of finding Spencers.
Yeah, but it's a lot of roses that we don't know anything about in Mississippi. Like you said, the offspring of the Carters, but the real especially the whole, that's what you're working on.
Yeah, because that's the root, and then we're branching off from there. Because there are several other families that are connected to our family that we definitely want to acknowledge through marriage. Because when you have you have daughters, you're inevitably gonna have.
I wish I could find the pictures. So I said, when you're young, you don't know these things so far. But I sang in this choir, and they would photograph she was the only black woman in that famous soprano choir,
Oh, okay. So she could sing. Or did she play?
I said she sang with this group.
Okay.
And she would have on her robe, you know how you see them on TV and stuff? And me and Geneva used to tell me, that's your age, Sally, and she would take me when I was just a little girl when they sang, But as I said, they were very upper class people.
Okay.
It sounded all of them, because as I told you, Grandpa educated. As I wanted to tell you what my daddy told me, and I was just telling these kids here, Jerry the other night, I said, my father told me, Jerry, that if I ever have kids, I said, I was just about 9 years old then. He used to talk to me and help me there. He said, educate your boys, Maggie. He said, if you ever have kids, educate your boys. He said, because if my daddy had educated his sons like he did his daughters, he said, I wouldn't be right here now on this job. He was a caretaker. But he was telling me it was important for the man, because the man is the one they had and make it. And right here now, he's telling the truth, because if you look at it, our black men are still down, and the white man is still trying to push him down. But the black woman, he pulled it up.
You're right. You got a point. Ain't that right?
That's the truth. Honey, I preach this to my kids and let them know, baby. Tell them. I went with Helen's daughter. That's why I came here from Modesto, because I guess they told you.
No, ain't nobody told. I know you moved here after Shirley and their mother passed away, but I never could understand why. I don't know why.
Moved. I said Temecula. I moved after my husband died, and I had a home in Los Angeles. From 55, we bought in Los Angeles when we came to California.
Okay.
We bought way before integration, just when they were integrated. So we had, I stayed with my husband 50 years, He died before he died. But I stayed in the home, that's why, all the grand and stuff come there, and Leonard and Linda, they come there and stay, they can tell you all everybody know that corner in Los Angeles. And they stayed, I've raised, I don't know how, helped raise, I don't know how many people, kids in my life. So that's how I came when Los Angeles started changing. See, when we moved there, it was very nice, We moved on the west side, not the east side where the Bookaboos were. And, but after a while, when the gang started, and all this stuff started, and I was there in the home alone, because Western then was grown and married, and, lived different places where they finished college. My son, like you said, they both have degrees.
Right.
So, after I would be called, I had a rental apartment, Linda stayed there, she nobody. In the back, on the same place, because I had a corner, So then I started getting bad tenants, and then I would call my sons and say, well, they wouldn't pay and stuff. I had to take some up to court. When I do anything, they get mad, and my Spencer said, well, Mama, why do I won't go through all of it? Why don't you just sell? And that's the biggest mistake I made in my life. Why don't you just sell and just come on north where we are? So because we don't have time to be running down there and taking care of, that business and stuff. Saying, just sell. So that's why I made up my mind to sell and to move north. And I first went to San Jose. That's what my son was then. He worked for IBM. He's an electric.
That's Spencer, right?
Spencer's an electric engineer.
Electrical engineer, okay.
So he said, I got a rental house, so you can have it and move there. So then that's when I moved to San Jose. This Spencer's wife wanted to sell and move somewhere else. That place. They wasn't living in it, you know, it was a rental. And so he said, well, my mama said, you can come on and live with us. We gonna get a great big place where the upstairs is upstairs and the downstairs is be yours. I said, no, I don't want to live with McKinney because I know how that is. I've seen it in my life, you know. Especially when you understand what I'm saying, you have daughter-in-laws and stuff, you know, that's their dominion. But anyway, I moved there with him. I had to go look. I said, yeah, I think this will be good if you're going to let me have the downstairs for my apartment. He said, yeah, you can cook it and whatever you want. So I stayed there about 3 years with them. And so then Spencer decided, which he got a very nice wife, but and then he had 2 kids. Spencer didn't marry until he was 50
Yeah, he told me. I learned. I met Robin. I met his wife.
Well, Robin is young.
She's young. He did like Pops.
He did
that's
like
what
my
Evans
husband.
did. Yeah, that's
he
what
did
Evans
like
did.
my husband, too. His daddy. My husband was 20 years older than me.
Oh,
and,
wow.
Yeah, his dad.
That runs in the family.
Yeah, and the reason why I married young, I won't go through that.
Okay.
Because I left my mother because I had a stepfather.
Okay.
And my sister went through a lot with him.
Okay.
After I stayed with my daddy from 8 to 13, he came back to my mother and saw
what was going on.
Saw the same thing. I said, I will not go there. Also, I'm tough. I like Mama. I'm tough like my mother. That African.
Yeah.
That African blood. So that's why I left home, and I was staying with my cousin, you know, if I'm at the landstand. So this Chicago cat was old and a friend to my cousins, you know, my aunt and Jeff, her husband. But he was raised in Chicago. His family and his mother and them was there in that little town called Lake Village, Arkansas.
Okay.
And so my cousin that I was living with had my mother's sister's child. She was married to Jeff Mitchell, and he had a barber shop right downtown. They were big people too, and so then I would babysit and while my husband. I don't trust old men around young women today.
That's right.
And they were friends, and I was babysitting for him, and then go over to Greenville. I was Saturday, and I knew about the kid. He said, "Be good now, be good." I said, "Okay." But anyway, I won't go through the whole story. But then finally, he talked my cousin into letting him take me to the movies. I tell my grandkids, they know all the story. And so her husband said, no, you ain't got no man taking her to the movies and stuff, honey. But anyway, finally, he took me to the movies. And I was telling Jerry about the story. I said, and I remember the name, what movie it was, Born to Dance. You all would know nothing about that. And Jerry said, who played in the movie? I said, Fred Astaire and Ginger Rogers.
Oh, wow.
I said, Ginger Rogers danced all the way. I said, that was the best. I said, I hadn't been to the movie. I said, I enjoyed that movie more than anything to him. I said, but he was very nice. He just treated me like a, daughter. And so he kept treating me like a daughter. Until finally, he talked my cousin into letting him, take me out and stuff, and blah, blah, blah. And her husband still said, no, he's too old, But anyway, it's a long story. I'm going to write a book. They keep telling me to write a book. They keep telling me to write a book.
So how did you end up in here from moving from up north to here?
Oh, here, Helen's daughter been running in the Olympics since they were 3 or 4 years old. I mean, in Disneyland and all that stuff. They've been in television and stuff. And so she made 21 and finished college this year. And this was her last year in the Olympics. And you know, that's just she's trying to move on to something else in that field, in the musical field, you know. So then they wanted her film her people with her.
Okay.
This time.
Okay.
You know, y'all probably haven't seen her, didn't even know who she was if you ever watched the gymnastics.
Oh.
In the World Olympics.
Okay. 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 And she was in the Olympics?
All her life.
Really?
All her life.
Okay.
But see, she kept pulling to go to the top. You know, I mean, doing it. You know, they have a bunch of girls, and they have to compete. So then she didn't ever get it. Last year they thought sure she had it to go, you know, to go
to
up.
make the Olympic team.
Yeah,
the
to go
team.
north. But to go overseas. You know how they travel. But she followed them. But she wasn't the star. You know, they had a black girl this year. You don't know why. Yeah, they had a black girl. Yeah. See, that's what she was.
She was trying to be that.
Yeah, be there. But she didn't make it. But anyway, they wanted her grandfather and stuff, and they called me in Modesto and said, Helen did, and said, well, Teddy, can you come up here because they want Sophia's they told me she had a grand. I'm the great, ain't I?
You're the great grandmother.
Great grandmother, 90-some years old, and said, they said, oh, well, we want to see her. We want to see her. Said, can you get her here? So they called me up and asked me, and I said, no, hell, they're going to film that Monday was the weekend. And I said, no, I can't get that quick, girl. How you think I'm going to get with Rebecca at my age, you know? No. But anyway, she told, you know, no, I couldn't be there. And then they called back and said, call Helen. They were talking to my son and said, well, don't somebody have what do you call it when you can film it yourself?
A camera.
Huh? Yeah, whatever they call them now. They got names for them. And said, but can he go to her house and film her?
Yeah, video recorder.
Yeah.
That's what my wife is doing right now.
Oh, really?
She filmed you. That's why they
I know these things, but they wanted the big picture.
Oh, they wanted the big one. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, I know that. My grandkids do that so much until I get down and look at them. Every time I used to show them, I said, don't put me on that thing. Don't put me on that thing. And then when I do it, baby, they got me everywhere.
Okay.
They done slipped and got me on the film.
They done slipped and caught you.
But anyway, to make a long story short, then Spencer came to the house and said, Mama, they want you to answer 4 questions. And said, you're going to have to ask. I said, Spencer, I'm nervous and I can't think of these questions. I forgot what they were. One was, who are you? And one was, what do your grands think about you? And one was something else. And what do you think? But anyway, I stood up there laughing at Spencer and he tried to film me. I said, no, forget it. But anyway, I finally gave him an answer, something. And then he sent it back to them. They wanted to see who I was. Period. And so then they sent it back, and they called and said, yes, and we want her. And so Spencer's wife was bringing one of the sons to Disneyland. And Spencer called them and said, well, Mama, why are we going to Disneyland? And I heard them going to pick you up because it's not that far. And bring you to Riverside, because that's where Webster was living. I mean, Mr. Lynn, his wife. And Riverside. I said, Riverside, they're going to pick you up, and then you were going to Hollis. So that's why it happened, because I had to be in Hollywood the next day, you know, for them to film. So I did go, and they did film me.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, wow. And it's been on commercial.
Oh.
Yeah, they got, Spencer hadn't seen it, I hadn't seen it, the commercial, but they did that too. Somebody snapped it, and Sophia and them showed it to me. I said, oh my God, look at me. I look cool. But they laughed and said, no, that's a nice picture.
Yeah.
They didn't say that.
Yeah.
Being an old lady, you know. But that's how I got here. And then Holmes said, you don't need to be there by yourself. You know, they first showed them they want me to come up here because they've been around me all the time. But after I got here, I did kind of like it, and I was by myself. You know, in Modesto, because I was living in a mobile senior citizen place. You had to be 53 to get there. And so then when I left Spencer and Robin, me and Spencer looked and showed them wanted to be close to them, the girls. And so it wasn't far from Shirley them. It's a very nice mobile park, you know. But I was the only black up in there, and all my neighbors was white. And I did stay there. Oh, I stayed there about 10 or 12 years.
Oh, okay.
I've been there, yeah. So, you know, I can mix with anybody.
Right, that's right.
So I was going through, you know, the senior citizens they had over there, you know, and all of them, they been calling me since I've been here. You know, Wade, you coming back? But I really like tobacco. It's nice. And the,
it's nice.
And the view, I like the view, the pool and stuff up there. I sit up there, you know. Of
Soak
course,
up
they
some
had
sun.
all that where I live, but it isn't like, you know, being around your people. After you get 90 or something years old.
That's right. So how did you enjoy this weekend with all the Spencers, with all these?
With who?
This past weekend, how did you enjoy all these Spencers around?
Oh, honey, we had a ball. We had a ball. It was nice, and they enjoyed it too. And everybody enjoyed. Wade enjoyed himself too
Until the end.
See, Cheryl, Helen's husband, the son is married to. You say you met him, did you? No. Isaiah, she was talking
Yeah,
about.
he called me while he was here.
Yeah.
Because
so
he was
Isaiah,
like, he didn't know any of this was going. And I.
He's supposed to be coming over here to see you, is I think.
Yeah, I hope so because I want to meet him.
Yeah, because
I gave him my phone number and
yeah,
Facebook.
Isaiah's married to you know, like Helen. Helen's husband is Puerto Rican. So Isaiah is married to I think
I saw the pictures of her. Yeah, I saw the
the
pictures
father
of her.
is Caucasian. So that whole family came.
Oh wow!
The mama, the girl's mama, and the daddy, and the sisters, 3 or 4 sisters and stuff. They came, and then who else? Some of Jerry's friends. Because since I've been here, Jerry done told everybody about grandmama, 95 years old. And they never seen anybody 95 years old with the energy that I have at all.
Oh, that's what I'm
out
saying.
there bragging home.
Yeah.
And she be in the kitchen cooking, and she be doing that. And so they all came in. We got to see grandma. We got to see grandma.
Oh wow!
But anyway, it was nice. It turned out very nice. Wade didn't want to go.
He sure did. He called me talking about how long you go. He called me and said, Evans, how long you gonna be here? I said, well, I'm gonna be here till Wednesday morning. He said, well, you coming to see Hey Maggie? I said, now you know I'm coming to see Hey Maggie. I'm just in San Francisco. And see, I met with Anita, and she's on Ernest's arm of the family.
Okay.
And Norman is up there, who Spencer talked heavily about.
Right.
And because he's in Ernest.